start using it already. I've been using the Google Pixel 10 Pro XL for the past year, and it's a really good device. It's a really good one. But we'll see what's the upgrades now. In the past few months, I've seen a lot of leaks and rumors and people speculating how's the new one gonna come out, how's it gonna look like. I already knew like they weren't really gonna change the design too much, just because like the 9 it looked really good, and I liked how it looks with the camera, and by the looks of it, once the 10 came out, I was like, all right, most likely it's going to be like this for a while, kind of like the Galaxies and the iPhones. Once the design kind of like works and it's kind of established, it kind of tends to stick like that for a couple years. But I'm happy that they didn't really change too much the design. The only thing that they changed was around the flash. This is the reason why I kind of stay away from leaks and rumors, because so many people were hyping it up like there's gonna be like a glowing effect and the whole camera visor was gonna light up. It would have been great, it would have been cool, but this is the reason why, because people put too much like it's not gonna deliver. It's not gonna deliver once it comes out. And what happened? We saw the phone when the whole keynote, and well, we didn't get the glowing effect how it was on the leaks and rumors. So this is why I kind of stay away from it, because it's just people are gonna be disappointed in the end. But can't wait to start using it. Can't wait to start. All right, unbox already. Enough with the introduction. Now, one thing I like about these ones is like opening it up doesn't take that much. It doesn't take like a long time to unbox it like some other phones. Let me see. Yep, there we go. Okay. Whoops. Sorry about that. And let me see. Okay. Alright, I had to pause it real quick. So here's the phone. Oh. Now when it comes to the colors, there's a bunch of them that looked kind of cool. I think the other ones that looked good was like, I think it was like a white one. I forgot the name of it. There was also like kind of like I'm not gonna say red, but it was kind of like the other color. I forgot the top of my head right now real quick, but this part of the one that I kind of liked, it was this one, it was gonna be this one or the white one, but I already had a white Pixel. It was the 9 Pro XL, and that looked good. But every now and then I kind of want to like change up the colors. I don't want to use the same phone. Like if I get a Pixel, a white one, and then the next year another white one, and I want to switch it up once in a while though. So I said, you know what? I'm gonna go for the what's it called? The all-in-one. Wow. All right, let me just take this thing. Let me zoom in a little more closer. I feel like I'm a little bit too far away from the camera. Oh, wow, look at that. Wow. Very beautiful. Wow, that's a really beautiful phone. I haven't seen the whole thing, and I really could see it. Like, wow, I really like the color of it. I really do. All right. Well, I guess that's about it. Okay. All right. Yeah, this phone feels. Hold on, let me see. Let me get the 10. Oh, here's the 10. Now, the weight difference. Hold on, let me feel it in my hand real quick. the 11 Pro, the 11 Pro XL, it feels like it's a little bit lighter for some reason. Yeah, I don't know. It kind of feels like a little bit lighter. I didn't even check the like how many grams and all that. I really like checking too much specs on paper too much nowadays. But just using it in my hands, holding them, it feels like the 11 is just a little bit lighter. You can't really tell too much as long as you have them right next to each other. But yes, it feels like the 11, the newer one, it feels like it's just a tiny bit lighter. I'm not too sure, but it kind of feels like it. I mean, realistically, day-to-day usage, I'm not gonna notice really the difference too much. I'm gonna forget about it within like a week of using this phone. So yeah, that's the comparison from last year to this year. Yeah, I really like the camera. It looks a lot cleaner. Now they did get rid of the sensor right there. They got rid of it. Now I'm kind of I think it was the 9 Pro XL when they came out with the feature. It looked pretty cool at the time. It wasn't that long. It was like 2 years ago. It looked cool, but I think I only used that feature maybe like a handful of times, and I said, you know what? If the 10 has it, I'm gonna use it. I want to really like use it because like, you know, these phones nowadays are like getting more expensive, and if I'm gonna spend money on a phone or get something like that, I want to use everything that comes with the phone, not just the typical just going online messaging and taking videos and some photos here and there. I want to use these like features. Back in the day, we used to call them like gimmicky features, like the galaxies and stuff like that. But I find myself not using it that much though. I think when I got this phone last year around this time, I probably used it like maybe a handful of times at best, maybe like not even. I don't think I used it more than 5 times the past year. So I mean, it is what it is though. I'm guessing Google kind of like got the data and they're like, well, people are not really using it, so we're better off just removing it and just coming up with this. And I gotta say, the design looks way cleaner. It looks so much better. And I think the camera bar, I think it's just a little bit bigger. Yeah, I mean it's kind of hard. From a difference, it kind of looks the same, but I mean, I'm not trying to like nitpick the size or whatever, the dimensions, but it almost looks, yeah, it does look, the whole camera bar is bigger. The camera also, wow. Can't wait to start using this thing with the whole zoom. Now, this one had 100 times zoom, and the 100 times zoom actually worked. It looks really, really good. I'm gonna say like once you get past 80 times zoom, the photos kind of gets a little bit distorted. It still comes out okay, but this one being 120, I'm hoping maybe once I get to the 80 times zoom, it might start looking a little bit better. But I'm gonna have to make a review on this one. I have to use this thing for like a whole week to feel the difference. So yeah, wow. One thing also that I really like about the Pixel is the sides. So I'm actually kind of a fan. Now I know a lot of people are not really a fan of the gloss right here. Everybody likes matte, like the matte, or the kind of like the iPhones with like the brushed aluminum or whatever. Like I get, understand it, but for me, once in a while, I take these cases off. I take them off, and I use the phone. I'm just like, wow, look at the beauty on this thing. I like how it looks. And this one is no different. I really like the color of it, the olive. If anything, I'm gonna call this the olive oil right here. This is gonna be the olive oil. And yeah, I feel like they kind of did. Google did a great job, and at getting the colors. Wow, it looks very, very good. Is it the most beautiful Google phone I've seen up to date? Kind of. I mean, I remember the Google Pixel 2 XL back in that day. The phones nowadays, no charger in the box. I'm not a fan of it. It is what it is. I would like to then, bring it back. And also, if they bring it, if they don't have to bring back they don't have to put in the fast chargers. At least give me the slow one. I will take the slow one. Give me something, Google. Something. I don't care if I have to wait like 3 hours to charge, but at least I get something in the box. At least I get something in the box, but yeah, just a typical cable. I really like these cables. These are probably like my favorite ones. If anything, when I had the 9 Pro XL, the cable, I still have it. I still use it right now. Like these cables, surprisingly, are very durable. They're like really, really good. I think my least favorite one is probably the Galaxy ones. They just feel like extra plasticky, if that makes sense. They don't, like this one feels a little bit more, way more better. And the iPhone cables, they're good as well. But I feel like they put more, like this part right here, I got a feeling this part gonna like last a lot longer than the iPhone ones. But at least I get this in the box nowadays. I wouldn't be surprised within like, I don't know, 5 to 10 years from now, they're like, yeah, we're not throwing in the cable anymore because everybody has them, and yada yada yada. I do have this one case. It's from Spigen. This is the only case that I got. I got the Nano Pop one. For so many years, I usually kind of get the Tough Armor or stuff like that, but I kind of want to try something else. And this is my very first case for this one. I'm gonna slap it on real quick, and I want to see how it's gonna look like. Now online, it kind of did look a little bit more like the green wasn't as green, but when I got it, I was like, you know what, it's fine. I like the back of it. It feels pretty smooth. All right, let me just put this. Let me just put it in there real quick. It's kind of hard doing it behind the camera. Wow. Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna have to get a screen protector on this one real soon, but for right now, yeah, it looks pretty good. I like it. I like the font. I like the color of it. I think there's a good combo right here. I think this is gonna be a great device for the next year until once the 12 one comes out. The way my predictions is that it's most likely gonna be exactly the same. As far as the back, I don't know what else could they do on the back. I maybe make it the camera visor bigger. I mean, it's already kind of big already. I don't know. Most likely, maybe next year's on the 12th is most likely gonna be exactly like this. They're probably gonna change it up a lot, like as far as the memories and chips and all that. But nowadays, I feel like these phones are like, they're becoming. I feel like we have already almost like reached like peak phone at this day and age. I miss the era where like every year was like a good upgrade. When the Pixel 2 came out from the 1, that was a good upgrade, and then the 3, and then the 4. But I think after, I forgot which Pixel was. I think after the 7, it started slowing down so much. And then the 8, and then the 9, we got they kind of changed the design. That was very cool. And when we got the 10, that was even good. But now it's like kind of like the slow down already. But yeah. So this is like the last year's, this year's. And let me put on the case real quick on my 10. All right. This is the speaking one that I was talking about. Yeah, from a distance, they're gonna look almost the same phone, but once you get close to, obviously the one that gave away is this piece right here. This like metal piece. Yeah, I really like the all glass everything. if anything, this is exactly what was it, the Google Pixel 6, the 6 lineup, I think the one that came out in 2021, it was all glass, and then they kind of changed it, and then they went from this, and now we're going back to this now. So I think they're going there. I think Google is going on in the right direction when it comes to stuff like that. Man, I can't wait to start using this phone. I'm gonna make a review out of it and see what's the actual difference. But so far, I'm really liking how it looks. But I'm gonna have to test it out for a week. Once I test it out for a week, then I will get back and make a review out of it. I'm gonna see how good is the battery, how good is the camera, the zoom, and I think that's about it. I mean, we really didn't get any more features out of it. It's pretty much like kind of like the same. I'll put it right there, and yeah. So this is the unboxing of it. Let me put it right next to it. Yeah, I don't want to get. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna end the video here then. Wow. I'm just like I really like how what they did to the camera. It looks so much cleaner. I feel like this is the direction that Google wanted to do for a while already, but they're like, man, well, we got this thing now that they kind of got rid of it. Now it looks much cleaner. It looks so much better now. Yeah, but we'll see though. I'm gonna try out this phone for a while, maybe for a week, and I'll see what's the real difference. And yeah, that's about it.